Current Beast in Marvel Comics 616 can be a little bit confusing. I got you. This is going to be a crazy timeline. First off, we have to remember during the Krakoan age of X-Men, all the mutants can come back from death from these pods right here and have all the memories. So a lot of the X-Men that you see currently in comics are just rebooted clones with all the memories. So it's not even the original body like how it used to be. Kind of weird. Beast went a little bit further, okay, because he is evil now. He's like a maniac, okay, almost like how old school Magneto was. Beast decided to clone his whole army, right? And they have different, like, I guess, lives in terms of their memories. Some of them are from the 90s, some of them are from the 2000s, and stuff like that. The X-Force decided to stop Beast and all of his clones and take them all out. I mean, they killed every single one of them. And eventually Beast left with a Krakoan ship, but he wants to do something against Orchis, which Orchis right now currently is doing a cleansing of the mutants. They're killing them all on Oroko, on Earth, everywhere. There is one Krakoan base left for the X-Force, and I believe it was in Antarctica. And so Beast sneaks in while taking down Omega Red and some X-Force members and sneaking in and stealing the research data and getting into a certain armor, okay? And by the way, this is the evil Beast, or I guess our Beast. It's kind of weird. But he steals this big ass armored like suit. Yeah, I'm like, yo, this is insane. How Logan says it, he says he stole a suit of Krakoan flora, a starter kit for a new mobile base is my guess. That's what he thought. Like maybe he makes a new Krakoan base because you just need one seed, if I'm not mistaken, and you create a whole mutant base. Wild. The issue is that Sage has been hiding something ever since they took down the old Beast base with all the clones, and then she hasn't told anybody yet. She kept one Beast clone. And I'm like, this is not a good idea at all. All the X-Force members are like, oh, hell no. We're not doing this because Beast eventually turns evil. As they can see from the Krakoan age, there's basically no point of reviving Beast. Another one. Imagine having two of them at once. How Sage, though, down here explains it that you fight Beast with the Beast. Almost the analogy, fight fire with fire, which makes a lot of sense. When Sage got the clone from the Beast, I guess, base, she says she doesn't know if this was accidental or intentional, but the files say that his memory is from a long time ago, during the New Defenders age. And she's like, I didn't know him then, but some of you guys did. And that's when Colossus was like, yeah, I remember that. That's when he seemed happy. And we find out that's from New Defenders issue 142. From this specific comic. So the new Beast, the clone that you see, is this version of Beast. So everything prior he remembers, but anything past this, clean slate, has no idea. They wake him up, but Beast is like, what's going on? Like, where am I? And Sage calms him down and takes him to a prison cell to basically tell him what has been happening all this time since that freaking issue. When Black Tom was actually watching Beast in the prison cell, he explains what the Krakoa is, like the age of it, and how technology listens to mutants. If you just touch it and just tell them, hey, unlock the gate, or just anything like that, and Black Tom falls asleep. When that happens, Beast does exactly what Black Tom told him about. Yeah, the technology listens to me and opens up the cell. I'm like, now we have another Beast walking around. But what he does specifically is that he goes into the computer program and learns what his counterpart has been doing, this evil version of him. And he's like, oh my stars and garters. Beast runs away to figure out what the other version of Beast is doing and to stop him. And now when Black Tom wakes up in the morning, he tells Logan and Sage, like, I messed up, guys. The other Beast is gone. We have to find him. We have to remember, though, this version of Beast is from New Defenders issue 142. And this is when he was really good friends with Wonder Man. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So that makes sense. He goes to the, like, I guess the latest version of what his memory is. And Wonder Man's like, what are you doing here? Because, like, we're not really friends anymore. Eventually, they go find the original Beast. And they're like, what are you doing? And we find out that he's actually creating a black hole weapon. I'm like, what? Yeah, it is a freaking black hole weapon made by Forge, and Beast modded it. And he's doing this so Oroko could be in a safe spot in space so Orchis can't attack him. In all reality, it makes sense, but I guess the chances of it, you can kill everybody. And this is happening because all the mutants went to Oroko during the fall of X. And what Orchis believed is that maybe everybody on Oroko as the mutants would have a civil war and kill each other. But it didn't work. So plan C, kill everything. And that's what Beast tells the new version of Beast, this clone, and says that we're the Homo superior, acting like Magneto in a way, which we'll get to. And he tells Beast, please join me and I will explain that this is the right way. We cannot let our mutant, I guess, friends, our mutant kind, to just be eradicated because we didn't act on it. After listening to him, Beast is like, you've taken the wrong path, my brother, which it's weird because he's the clone and he's the one thinking in his mind. Now, Dark Beast, right, is like, you're not thinking straight because you're still young. You're my younger self. You are what you thought to be an activist, but we know that the activists don't work. Doing action to save your kind is the only option. Like, he has no rationality in his mind at all. That's when the clone says, you're acting like what Magneto once did. And I'm like, oh, what is happening here? And Dark Beast is like, Magneto? Yeah, Magneto was right. And he pulls the lever to put the black hole out to Mars. The X-Force eventually stop like that from happening in a way, but thank God for a Stark Sentinel. Yes, that could be for another video. But Orchis got control of Stark Industries and made Sentinels out of armored Iron Man armored tech. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. Wonder Man, though, was trying his best to stop this, I guess, missile going out in space to attack Mars. And when Beast realized that the missile is going back down to Earth, it can eradicate everybody because it is a black hole. So the Dark Beast gets into his Krakoa suit to stop this missile. Sacrifices himself. So at the moment, Dark Beast or the Krakoa Age Beast, or just like, I guess, 616 Beast is dead. Yeah, he's just gone. So the Beast that you see in current X-Men is that clone from New Defenders issue 142. He knows about the history, if I'm not mistaken, of what his original counterpart did, but he never experienced those. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, imagine just seeing like a memory collage and it's like you didn't really experience that though. To give a great example, it's kind of like this scene in Loki in episode 1, where this Loki was pulled out during the first Avengers film. And then we see Mobius actually showing him his whole history of what he was going to do if he never got plucked out. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. So Beast is from New Defenders issue 142. I know. I hope this helps. It's a lot of confusion because X-Men, it's a lot of homework. It took me a while to find this, but I hope that answers your question, man.